What's going on, everyone? Roslyn here, down the lower left-hand corner. Sorry, I had another setup I wanted to use, but technology has not been cooperating with me, so this is what we got. Anyways, we have two new trailers, well, a promotional video and a gameplay video for Kuro no Kiseki 2, and they got some really exciting and interesting things that are shown in them. So I'm excited to go ahead and go through those with you and point out everything we can find that's interesting and exciting, you know, in these two videos. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I do just want to let you know I do stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/RoslynGaming, and when Kuro no Kiseki comes out, I will be streaming a full playthrough, most likely going for the Platinum Trophy, because that's basically what I've been doing with every other Kiseki title. So feel free to come hang out over there if you want to. But either way, we're going to jump into the trailer first, and we're just going to watch it all the way through, and then after that, we'll go back and we'll go through it step by step, and then we'll move on to the gameplay demo. So let's get into it.
Falcom.
私個人としても動かずにはいられないわ。昔なじみが不当な容疑で抑えられかねない。そんな状況を回避するためになぜなら俺たちの戦闘スキルは相手を殺すための技術だからだ。はい、それだと。ところで助手の募集だっけ。私も改めて応じさせてもらおうと。プライド潰しちゃいなさい。いや、こっちも行くぞ。我が親友伯爵の刻印を汚れし世界とわぬ性質をもたらせイブルヘイム。どうか頼ってください。私だって裏解決屋の一員なんですから。
英雄伝説黒の軌跡2クリムゾンシン。
Alright, so that was the latest trailer. Obviously there is a lot to unpack from this. First things I noticed though, song, excellent, loved it. Kind of wish it was a little bit quieter so I could actually hear what some of the characters were saying. A little bit hard to do that. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and translate all of the dialogue that's being said or put up on screen. But for now, let's just take a look at the visuals and see what we can digest from this trailer, because there's a lot. But starting off here at the beginning, we obviously have, this is from the previous trailer where Elaine is going into Vaughn, and then here she is doing the battle scene. It's going by so quickly. Like I said, so here's this is from the first trailer we got from the game. Not the first trailer, the previous trailer, where she's coming in talking to Vaughn at the end of it. And then here we got her using one of her abilities, taking out some enemies. Here's running through one of the towns. I can't remember which town this is. Can't really tell from the screenshot, but it's one of the ones that we saw in the previous video that I put out when they put out all the other screenshots. Here we got a group of Calvards elite going in to take on, presumably that was the, oops, go by so quickly, it's only a 50-second video. Presumably this is the guy who turns into a Grendel. You can kind of see he has like a little trench coat. We do know a little bit of a background is that this group here does get slaughtered by this guy. Kind of sets off the events of Kuro no Kiseki 2. So this is probably from the opening cutscene for the game. And here we get to see a little bit of Swin in action. We know he's in the game from some of the previous footage. Here is the red Grendel. And from right here, we can see this is Nadia's little teddy bear, and she is getting him all tied up with a bunch of ropes. Phrasing, and there she is. And this is the interesting scene here. So we already knew Swin and Nadia were going to be in the game, and we also knew that Shizuna was going to be in the game from the DLC that's coming with the first print reservations. However, we are seeing Feri's brother and Shizuna fighting each other, and Shizuna is in a little bit different of an outfit, so that's cool. It's not quite all black. She actually has some white on her legs here instead of the straight black, and she has a blue coat on this time. So new outfit, interesting. I wonder if we'll be able to play, well, I say I wonder if we'll be able to play with her. Obviously we will since she gets a costume, but I wonder if this will be an encounter that we actually get to do. In the first Kuro no Kiseki, you can see a fight scene in cutscenes in like the opening of the game, as well as in a lot of promotional footage of Vaughn fighting Feri's brother, but you never actually get to fight him in that game. So hopefully we actually will get to fight him for once. One thing I noticed here that's kind of interesting, I never noticed this in the previous game, on Shizuna's sword, you can kind of see these little graphics going up and down the sword as she's fighting. That's a nice little touch. I wonder if that has any significance though. Oh, and there is the man in the trench coat pulling out the 8th Genesis. This is the last one that we have to get. That's going to be the main priority for the second game, is to get this back, and he is obviously using it. in order to summon the counterpart to Maya. I actually forget her name. I'd have to go look it up, but here she is. And then turns him into the red Grindel. Now we get a scene of Ceres using her, I assume this is her S-Craft. This is a very extravagant attack, so I'm almost 100% positive this is her S-Craft. Also, it does have the little skip down the lower right-hand corner. And then we have his S-Craft here for Rion. He's freezing everything, so we kind of knew that, you know, Ceres was fire, Rion was ice. And this is an interesting scene here. So we have Anius doing something. I wonder if this is a new S-Craft that she gets in which she makes use of the other 7 Genesis, because here are all the Genesis that we've collected so far, at least most of them. So I wonder if that's what she's doing right here. And then looks like she's coming in to try and save someone. Here's where we can see some interesting stuff. In the lower right-hand corner here, we have Kator, and it looks like his eyes are starting to glow a different color. So that's interesting. We do know there's still a mystery about Kator. My theory is that Kator is actually a female, even though Kator presents themselves as a male. There's a lot of stuff in the first game to kind of lead you down that way of thinking, but we don't know for sure. My other theory is that, much like with Vaughn and with Renne, he was also experimented on by the DG cult. But again, that's something that we don't know for a fact, though there's dialogue that happens in the game that heavily suggests that's the case. We can see a little bit of that new character. If you remember back on one of my previous videos, we saw the screenshots of the sort of like the twins, the boy and the girl twin that were in front of like the big cannon that kind of looked like a DG cult thing. You can kind of see him here. We see Renne. Obviously, she's coming back. She plays a very important role in Calvard's story arc. Now, a very interesting thing. Toa's coming back. We got Toa down here in the lower left-hand corner, so that's interesting. And then for whatever reason, it looks like we have Vaughn, Kator, Anius, and somebody else falling out of the sky? Let's go a little bit forward here. Oh, Maya. Oh, is she using an S-Craft here? Okay, so she's using an S-Craft here. Oh, wait, and right here it shows... Oh, looking at this center picture here. Let's go back a little bit. So if we look at this center picture here, we can kind of see... Comes in, okay, so you're fighting him. He's in a fight here. He's using an attack, maybe an S-Craft of some sort. If we continue to skip forward here in this center picture, still sticking on that one. He's using his attack. He has a big old gun, but still sticking here. We can see they're in battle, and from this, it's a little blurry, but we can see Swin, Reset, Renne, and Judith. So Renne, confirmed playable character. Also, we'll figure that out in the next trailer, but that is awesome. But that's it for the promotional video. Now we're going to move on to Dengeki Online's promotional video, in which they show a bunch of gameplay as well as some of the new systems, and that's where the real juicy stuff's going to come. So let's move on to that. Alright, so here we are at Dengeki's video where they're going over a bunch of gameplay and stuff, and like I said, even though it was confirmed in the promotional video that Renne would be a playable character, it is definitely confirmed here because here she is in the party and they're actually controlling her. So we get to see a new little area here, very tropical area. Definitely looks a lot more fluid than the first game, so that's nice. We get to see them fight here. Renne swinging her big-ass scythe around. God, it looks awesome. Things we can get from this just particular, the little scene where I'm stopped on right here. Obviously, we've seen this in a previous trailer, but we can see that they've changed the way that the turn order is displayed in the upper portion of the screen. Future Rods here. I jumbled my words immensely in this section, so what I was actually trying to explain is that the turn order at the top of the screen in the original game had the enemies and party members coming in from both sides, and now they have moved it to where they're all coming in from the same side, which makes it significantly easier to tell who is going to be next in the turn order. Oh, is she doing S-Craft? Are we going to get to see her S-Craft? Yes, we are. She's having a more extravagant tea time. Okay, so yeah, this is her S-Craft. Oh yeah, I like that. Nice. That's gonna be fun to play with. Excellent. Alright, so what is this? Meruhen Garuten. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm going off of the Japanese pronunciation based off the katakana that's up here. Apologies, I don't know how to pronounce that. But it says press any button to start. What is this? Oh. Floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. Exploration here. Mystic Cube, craft, strengthening, log out. Oh, is this gonna be, okay, I think I know what this might be. This might be something, okay, this was desperately needed in the first game. I'm thinking that this is going to be something akin to Hajimari no Kiseki or Trails into Reverie's Boundless Corridor that it has, where it's a place you can go to throughout the game that's kind of like a extra dungeon that you can use to level up, get new quartz and all that sort of stuff, get new gear, all that sort of stuff, but also just a way to break up the gameplay. If you want to take a break from the main story, you have a place to go where you can just kind of chill and fight enemies and whatnot. And I think that's what this is going to be, because we have attacker group and we have support group, and looking at it, we have Vaughn, Anius, Swin, Nadia, Elaine, Kincaid, Kator, and Judith here. Has this thing called S Token and Mira. So this is interesting. I'm guessing Future Oz here again. I ended up rambling on here, so to better articulate what I was trying to say is that I think this feature is an extension of the battle simulator from the first game. Yeah, okay, I should have known. MTSC support. So yeah, this is the Marduk company. So what do we have here? So we have CP supply service, item support, activity support. I really should have just re-recorded this. Anyways, what this section is showing are the services you can use in this simulator. CP supply service lets you refill your CP for your entire party. Item support, I assume, just lets you buy items, and I really have no idea what activity support is, as that menu isn't shown in this gameplay footage. You can go to item. Oh, you're not going to show me other ones? All right, whatever. Oh, okay, so floor select. So right here, they're all around the mid-20s in level. What do we got over here? Floor data. Oh my god, okay. So the box on the lower right-hand side of the screen shows the level range of all enemies on the selected floor. Enemy data shows what percentage of the enemies you've encountered on that floor, and the third line of data below that shows how many times you've cleared a given floor. Further below that are the clear bonuses, which I assume correlates to some grading system. In this particular scene, there are 3 bonuses indicated by a star level, with 1 star being an increase in shard tokens, whatever those are, 2 stars giving an increase in Sepith, and 3 stars an increase in item drop rate. Okay, so you click on the floor and it has like, oh, so I wonder if you clear this one and then you choose to go through an exit, and based on where you go, the floor is like slightly different. Area data, for this one, there's a certain number of enemies they have to defeat in order to clear the stage. Oh, this is really cool. I like this. This was desperately needed. Okay, so I have to clear 9 small enemies here. Yeah, okay, this looks a lot like the Boundless Corridor. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Kuro no Kiseki 1 desperately needed something like this. This is great. This is going to make it to where even if the game has as much dialogue as the first game did, this will be an easy way to break up that dialogue. So a lot of this with the battle system we've seen in a previous trailer video. He used arts at the very beginning, but like right over here, if you look at the lower left hand, right above my big ass head, there's like a little, you can hold triangle now to cast arts. So this is new to Kuro no Kiseki 2's action combat. In the first game, you couldn't cast arts. Here you can cast arts now, so that's different. Whenever you use it, I assume it uses your EP just like usual. I think that's what this blue bar is below Vaughn's HP in the center of the screen. But it goes on cooldown, so you can't just like spam them over and over again. But that's something they added to this game. Ooh, Swin's dual combat looks nice. That looks smooth. Oh yeah, here we go, Nadia. Oh, yep. Oh no, you swapped off Nadia. No, you were on her briefly. Oh, what was that? Hold on. Did they do like a combo attack there? They did. Oh god, so that's new too. Cross charge. So I guess after certain conditions are met, it's kind of hard to tell without the tutorial, but it looks like after certain conditions are met in the action combat, you can press triangle in order to swap in a different character to do a special attack. So that's completely new. They're not linking together. Is linking gone in this game? That can't be right. So in the first game, linking, you had this little, they called it a scram circle around the character, and if 2 characters got close enough, the 2 little scram circles would link together, and whenever one character would auto attack, the other one would do a full up attack. But I just noticed they weren't doing that there. Okay, so, oh, here's the hacking minigame with Maya. Okay, so we got the time limit. So we're gonna get to see more of what this is. We saw some screenshots of this in my last video. So she did something there. Oh, okay. So you find a place to hack. You have a small little time limit, little bar goes down, and then you hit in the button prompts in time, and it hacks the wall you're going through. Looks like you have a overall time limit too to get through. Oh, and there's enemies. Interesting. But here, as I predicted, Cetis and Rion will be party members. Now, we still don't know if they're going to be temporary or not. This doesn't confirm whether they're going to be temporary party members or whether they're going to be full-time party members throughout the entirety of the game, but this does confirm that they are going to join up in the party. The footage we've seen of them using their S-crafts in battle kind of already hinted at that, but this is just good confirmation of it. And I'm assuming they're running around Meseldom here. It said here that it's going to be showing fishing next. I guess we're going to see fishing. So let's see the fishing minigame in this one. Okay, so he has to use his search function. So they have a little search function where you hit a button and it like pulses out to try to find stuff. And that's how he found the fishing spot. So you use the search function to find the fishing spot. Oh, what was that? Oh, a new menu that pops up. So up is your achievements, the in-game achievements. And then to the right is changing up your party. Triangle is using an item. Square is using healing arts. And then X is to fish. So a new sort of like quick menu. I wonder if you'll be able to customize this too. Obviously he's gonna do fishing. So what do we got here? So it's probably best if I explain this as future raws, since I now fully understand how the fishing minigame works. First, notice the fishing reticule over the water, which is used to aim where you want to cast your line. If you then move that reticule over the circle for the fishing spot, then the menu in the upper right hand corner will change, showing you the chance at which the fish in that spot can be caught, with 3 arrows indicating a high chance, 2 a medium chance, and 1 arrow a low chance to catch a fish. As for the actual minigame, there are a few things to look at. First is the pointer on the outside of the circle that is constantly moving around the circle's circumference. Then there is the green highlighted section on the inside of the circle, and finally a red pointer. The goal is to use the left analog stick to position the red pointer inside of the green section of the circle, and then hit the X button when the outer pointer lines up with the highlighted section. Doing this will fill a portion of the bar to the right, and fully filling in that bar will catch the fish. So that's going to be it for this video. Lots of cool information. Really glad that it looks like they're taking to heart a lot of the issues that myself and a lot of the other fans in the Japanese community had with the first Kuro no Kiseki. Hopefully that means they'll also take to heart some of the complaints a lot of us had with the difficulty of the first game. But we'll see. Either way, it looks like they're adding a lot of cool stuff. We get to play with Renne, which is nice. A lot of cool characters are coming back. I'm sure we still have not seen all of the new characters are coming back. But either way, I was lukewarm, but now I'm really excited. I'll be streaming this game when it comes out. I'll be streaming it as soon as my copy arrives, because I am ordering the physical copy. So, you know, be sure to come by on Twitch and hang out if you want to see that happen, or just come by and hang out anytime. I stream most days. Also, if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.